I wish I had some ideas for this stale loaf of bread. I hate to throw away this old loaf of bread. I wonder what I can do with this stale loaf of bread.
I'm Deanna Hansen-Danis, and I am the pastry chef here at Utica Bread. One of the things that we do at Taylor & the Cook is we make a bread pudding, and it is a coconut bread pudding, and I have all the ingredients here. Basically, you're going to make a custard, mix it with your dried bread. We use a brioche. We bake them off. You take your eggs and you're going to whip them up. You're going to add your sugar and your spices, and whip it until it's double in volume. For this is a coconut bread pudding, so I'm gonna add some coconut milk and some cream. I have my toasted brioche, as well as some toasted coconut. So what you want it to do is to soak over probably like an hour or so at room temperature. What we do at the restaurant is we just make them in these little silicone molds. Bake for 30 minutes. Or until the internal temperature is 180 degrees. So at the Taylor & the Cook, we would serve it with a nice vanilla bean creme anglaise, and even garnish it with a little pineapple chip. And that's what you can do with leftover bread.
Another really simple usage for leftover bread, should you find yourself with a half or a quarter a loaf of stale bread from Utica Bread. It doesn't need to go in the trash. You can either cut it up into croutons or into crostini. Croutons obviously are going to garnish your salad. Crostini can be nice for a cheese plate or a charcuterie plate. Real simply, we'll just we'll dress them with olive oil. Do not skimp on the olive oil, because this is stale bread. It needs to be rehydrated. We're adding fat for a reason. Sprinkle it with salt and pepper, and then into the oven for probably a 400-degree oven for about 10 minutes. What you're left with here is beautiful, toasty croutons, and then the toasty baguette. We serve a lot of these crostini at the Taylor & the Cook. Another really popular use for day-old or two-day-old bread around here at Utica Bread has been Utica Bread garlic bread. So we start with a loaf of couple-day-old sesame semolina. It could be a half loaf. Maybe you have a half loaf left at your house. We'll share with you the recipe for our house-made garlic and herb butter, and then I'll show you how we assemble it. So we start with room temperature butter, a whole mess of garlic and olive oil. That's fresh garlic. We've also got chopped chives, fresh chopped parsley, and for that little something nice, we've got fresh chopped tarragon. That's the secret ingredient. We're divulging it here to you today. Salt and pepper. And we're gonna take all that and put it right in the KitchenAid mixer. Once you've got all that nicely incorporated in your mixer or with a whisk, as long as the butter is nice and room temperature, you should have no trouble doing it by hand. So back to the sesame semolina. I've cut it in half down the middle, and I am going to spread it very liberally. Not skimp on the garlic and herb butter. Do not skimp on the garlic and herb butter. See, the key to this, you don't want to go too light on the garlic and herb butter, because this is day-old bread, two-day-old bread. And so it's considerably drier than it was the day you bought it at Utica Bread. That's how much I would put on it. I'm not even kidding you. After you've filled it with the garlic butter, wrap it in aluminum foil. That's what you'll wrap it with. This will also pilot you back to your home planet. Bake it in the oven, 350 degrees for 30 minutes. And then unwrap it. After you pop it out of the oven, slice it and serve it.
And that's what you can do with leftover Utica bread.